Okay, so I didn't really look good enough. So basically what this was 18, had a little bit more punch to it for sure, but it was 18.2 or 18.3 grains of trail balls, which is near max load for sure. It was just a regular old 5-gallon bucket, threw a lid on it, but the difference with this is, other than having more powder, I lightened it. I just drilled out the hollow point and gave it a deeper cavity. And I lightened it I took 15 grains out of it, so from 300, and I measured it beforehand. It was like 299.7. And I took it down to like 285.4 or something like that. And it is, it's like almost perfect. A little bit stripped off, like a couple pieces definitely stripped off, but the jacket held together, and it actually went through the 5-gallon bucket. A little bit of mass in this rinky-dink cooler. I got a river behind my house and people trash it, so basically I just clean up the river and shoot the trash. It went through, I don't know, like an inch and a half of dried up beach, and yeah, and it was laying right there. So that seems to be pretty awesome, actually. That's pretty good penetration. You figure, it's like, I think buckets are like 15 inches or something like that, 15, 18 inches, something like that. So it's a lot of water, 5 gallons of water, and it really blew it up pretty good. I'd be pretty happy if it works good on pigs and stuff. It still didn't kick that bad. I got another one loaded with 14 grains, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw that lid back on it, and just kind of see what happens to it, and see if there's any like difference. So if you bear with me for just a minute, actually I probably should have friggin' leveled that out. So bear with me for a minute. So they're building a house next to me, and so I have unlimited 5-gallon buckets pretty much. I don't know if this is gonna hold together now. If I can just get this seal up a little bit. Oh, there we go. So that one had a little bit of latex paint in it, but it really wasn't all that much. And it's that eco-friendly shit that you can only buy now. But, that's fine with me. So let me go ahead and do this same. Put this guy there. Just in case it knocks down. So I guess water is going to pour out of this relatively fast. Faster than I thought. Nope. But that will. Alright, so it wasn't as much. Oh, Yeah, I can see the son of it going in there, but I don't have a pocket knife on me, go figure. So shit. So it's in there. I can see the damn thing. I don't know, my red light's on, but whatever. Yeah, so it's in there. I just got to dig it out, which kind of sucks because I don't have anything down here to deal with. But that actually seems to maybe penetrate a little bit better. I don't know, maybe the integrity of this was a little less, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's not, I mean, for the amount of powder difference, though, I mean, that was 14 grains with an unaltered 300 grain bullet. And it definitely, I mean, it was a 5-gallon bucket full of water. It hit right where I wanted it to, a little bit low, so it definitely had water in it. And, you know, it had, you know, water all the way through. But it had more penetration. I'm kind of anxious to see what kind of, you know, how the bullets deformed, if at all. I'm thinking it probably had a little bit more penetration because it wasn't going as fast. But so this is the first one I shot. I had 18.2 grains, and it was a little altered. It had 15 grains taken out with a cavity drilled out a little bit. Pretty darn good. So I'm wondering, you know, if I can't lighten one up and run 14 grains, because if 14 grains just don't kick, you know, which is nice. And if it'd go through that, it doesn't seem to have had as much static shock as the first one with all that powder and a little bit lighter bullet. So I guess I'll go try drill one out and run 14 grains, maybe 14.5, 15, something like that, and kind of try the same thing. I gotta let these dry out because I will reuse them and throw a little duct tape, you know, duct tape on them and seal them back up a little bit. But yeah, so we'll see how that rolls. Thanks.